Yeah, I mean, Saturnus is probably the man to speak to. He's done far more tinkering with this than me. It's one of those things that as soon as I learnt of it, I stayed away from it. I didn't want to rely on it, and I generally don't like to use too many exploits. I know I use some. I'm not a nice angel, but I generally try to avoid ones that totally fuck the game. And as heat is the main concern in the game now, heat and food, being able to just cool your water like that, you basically just need to cool a tiny amount of liquid, and you can cool a massive pool of it. It's dumb. It's very dumb. But if that's your thing and if that's how you want to play your bases, go for it. I'm not judging you. For me, it's the opposite idea of fun. Right, let's get rid of these wires. I think we should be able to get rid of all these without it falling inside. I'm hoping. Oh, I'm in debug. Hold on, I'll be right back. Santa says you can be both naughty and nice. Well, that's what I say when I meet ladies and I'm dressed as Santa. Dirty. Very dirty. You're going to get on the list. Let me just turn debug off. I'm hoping I've not just fucked my save by going in debug. I should be fine. I didn't reveal anything. You all saw. I've not seen shit. Although in fairness, we've found everything we need now, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're coming back. Hey, listen, I've said this many times. I've nothing against anybody that wants to use exploits. I use them myself when I'm doing offline testing in my own bases and stuff. When I don't want to mess about with a certain mechanic, I can get rid of. Fine, but if you want to play the game legit, you need to figure out the ways around these things. That's what it's all about. Anywho, let's fucking go. So again, I want to get rid of these wires first thing I want to do. We'll leave these pumps on their own wire technically. We can get rid of all that. And then this wire is going to connect to here and it'll do the aqua tuner, this little doohickey, this pump, and that's about all I'll need. Excuse me, we can always use it for something else later. So that'll be fine. Excuse me. With that said, is this going to work? Oh, piss. Fuck! Really annoys me. There's some dirty gas in there. There's some dirty metal. Whatever. Sweet with an eye. Go. So, will your world eventually overheat? It's not like on Earth where we have a cold-ass universe to help. Heat is the biggest killer, I would say. Heat eventually, unless you're destroying it with things like wheezeworts and nullifiers or exploits or whatever, heat generally is the death. We have no system in the game yet that totally removes heat. It just transfers it to something else. So that's why, like, people that want to delete heat, they do things like the surface tension bug or slap a load of wheezeworts down somewhere and things like that. There's a lot of ways of deleting heat legitly as well, or like using machines to get rid of your heat, i.e. processing water at 100 degrees into, you know, polluted water at 40 degrees, things like that still exist. You know, there are ways and means around it. Does Actually not have a net cooling effect? It's minus 14 degrees, Alan. Is what it cools. But it emits 14 degrees into its nearby environment. So nothing is free. So you then need to cool it elsewhere. So for example, like what I'm planning to do here, in theory is not going to work. Nerd Rage, take it easy, buddy. Good to see you, man. And thank you for all your diligent quoting tonight. I'll be sure to update it later. Much love, buddy. Yeah, we'd need some additional cooling in here. I'm sort of banking on the fact that this water is... We have quite a lot of polluted water down here that's going to be 24 odd degrees. I'm also going to be collecting lots of cooled polluted water from other sources. Like down here we've got polluted water at minus 14 and stuff like that. We're just going to have to be a bit intelligent with our water supply. I can handle that. We'll be alright. So, Turner, why have you got literally nothing to do? There's loads of shit to be doing. Have I turned you off everything? I think I did, didn't I, when you were poorly? Let's put you back on some other stuff. Oh no, you are on other things. You've just got nothing to do. Okay. Where is Trivaldo? Who was my sick dupes earlier? I had sick dupes that I took off everything. No, you're meant to only be farming, that's fine. You can actually do farming and tidying. That would be nice. Bert, that was one of them. Put you back on everything. Banhi, you can be back on everything. Rowan can be back on everything. I think I made these like exclusive miners a little while back. That's fine. Liam, you were one of our poorly ones. You can be back on everything except combat. And obviously I don't want anybody on art. I think that was that. Cool. So we should have less idle people now, ideally. Although I do have 7 idle people at the minute. This storage is full, isn't it? That's why. I need obsidian. Sediment. We can also start digging out some more of this as well. You fed them vitamins. Oh, did they eat all my vitamins? Oh, sorry, you mean, yeah, the 2 that I made inactive. Yeah, I think I found them now, mates. I think it was only Liam, actually, that I made inactive. The other one I just said, you can eat vitamins if you want. You can have some too. Let's get rid of all this shit. I don't know why it's still here. Do I want to dig this out? We could do. Might as well go back to, like, priority 5 stuff now. Let's dig out some of this crap. Top up here as well. There's lots of iron and goodies up here, and if I can get some of this chlorine out, we might deal with some of our slime lung, which has died off a little bit. It was a lot worse at one point. If we can hop up here. No, I'll just carry on the ladder. Carry on the ladder up here. And then I'll lay out some dig commands on a low priority and try and keep them busy other than that. Right, my water's going to drop down. It's going to go to here. I've still not figured out what I'm going to do fully with plumbing. But this is going to be an infeed. With a bridge. Okay. Only as and when I need it. Okay. This liquid is going to be cooled. I should probably go to a separate little area. Or maybe through an area that I want to cool. And then back into here. Probably going to rip all this filter and stuff out. And all this as well. I don't want any of this liquid pipe on this side, I don't think. I'll keep up to there. I'll get rid of this bridge. This is tidying up the mess that I made earlier when I was collecting all the pools of liquid. And we'll run you instead down this side. And you can connect to there. This is very, very, very messy piping, but whatever. You're going to go over there, to there, to there. Okay, you can connect up there, and then we'll deconstruct you. And then this can be our infeed as well. I might get rid of all this as well, whilst I'm here. That'll be fine. I'll just deconstruct all this shit. Make sure we've got that one done. Cool. So polluted water is going to come in through this side of the base, and it's going to leave through this side of the base. We'll also get rid of you, and we might might need a ladder here just to get to these other couple of bits. Maybe there. That'll be fine. Now then, tiles wise. Get rid of you. Oh, that's quite pleasing. I like that. Hey, Ethan, how's it going, buddy? How are you? Everything apparently. Yeah, you've been out the loop a little while, haven't you, Hannah? Jesus. A lot of changes. You probably noticed I'm quite out of my comfort zone. I've not played the game enough to really get comfortable with it again. Right, let's start building some of these tiles down here. So you're going to be there. You're going to be there. We'll have a tile there. Tile there. Okay. So the water can drop down here. It'll go to this one. It'll drop down there. We'll need to rip these out. And possibly put a tile in. There and maybe there and there. Now there's also the other element that I could make some of this floor out of a... Is this out of granite? Oh, well this could be my additional cooling in theory. These Weezeworts and these Weezeworts could potentially give me enough cooling I need. As long as it doesn't start making ice, that might actually work. Now, I'm going to do a cheeky ladder here and there as well. I'm done. Again, we'll sweep up these ladders as and when they... Oh, you're going to complete this before I want you to, aren't you? Who's building this? To Ashcan. Jesus. Ashcan, let's move you a second. Okay, let's sweep that up. Deconstruct that. Sweep this up. This will be sealed, this will be sealed. I need to put some water in here first, ideally. Otherwise I'm going to cook my aqua tuna, which I really don't want to do. So, where'll my water come from? I can toggle this off and just bypass the aqua tuna for now. That'll be fine, I think. Comfort zone, I'm in a pit of hellfire. Oh, Hannah, don't be like that! Christ, it's me that's struggling. Okay, we can connect you up. I want to make sure that you don't work. That's fine. So that's that. I should really be able to get rid of some of these ladders. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. Haven't thought that far ahead, but what I need to do is get rid of you. And then we'll do a little sweep on these, and then we'll build a tile. I'm probably just going to have to leave this little bit of ladder here. Not much I can do about that. I should have pumped a bit of gas in here to help with the transfer, but I could have put some temp shift plates in there maybe. Could have done that. Let's put a few igneous temp shift plates in. I'll just rebuild these afterwards. What are they burning? I know weed. Ah, dearie me. Oh, Christ. I need to stop hunching over playing this game. It's doing my back in. Okay. Let's now hook this up. This pipe's going to be a bit of an arseache to build. As in, I'm going to need some ladders. So, if we do you... That should be fine. What temperature are batteries at now? They are cooling off an awful lot more. Since we got rid of the other batteries, holy shit, it's making a big difference. So that's very nice. I'm hoping this doesn't end up in a pocket of gas. If it does, it will be trolling me hard. I maybe should have knocked out this tile, but I wanted my liquid sort of localised a little bit more. Now what the temperature plate should do is make these tiles change temperature very quickly. All being well. Get that swept as well. You can be built again. I will ultimately get quite a bit of gas in here, so I do need to put a pump in as well, I just remembered. Where I'm going to put that, I don't fully know. You're going to go there and there. I need to get you out as well. Where should I put a little pump? Because we're going to have an excess of polluted oxygen in here. Eventually, I would think. So where should that go? I could put a pump up here, but the chance of it getting up here is pretty slim. Warfare, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, mate. Excuse me. I'll tell you what we'll do. This is all connected, ready to go. Our outputs are all connected, ready to go. These last two tiles are the last few things to do. We've got this pipe almost ready. Yeah, let's whack a pump in. It's going to be used very intermittently. We can literally just plonk him here or something. It's not the best, but whatever. We might use it once in a blue moon. But if it's in, it's in. What do I want? Automation. Having a little Atmos sensor. Like there. And then wiring. There. That'll do. Should be fine. 200 kilograms of dirty air makes a nice mass. Why not leave it? You're going to prime the system with water. Yeah, I've got 2 Cypher. Otherwise my aquatune will just cook. But I can just bypass it, in theory. Oh, bollocks. I just built it on a pipe, you fucking boob. I've just... Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, I just built it on a gas pipe. Okay, we need to chop this down. Ah! Where's my space? It's one down, wasn't it? You fucking boob. Active above that. Okay. Deconstruct that. Please go and repair all my buildings, please. What a fool. What a fool I've been. If we make these out of... actually, I'll change this a little bit. Let's get rid of these tiles altogether. Russell474, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? We'll make these out of iron as well, bollocks too. We'll put you there. You need to be removed. And... I can't believe I just did that, what a fool. You need to get to there, you need to be moved. And you need to be moved, for God's sake. It's getting to that time of the night, guys. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. We'll be alright. I want to get this done before we stop. So you're going to be there. Where's my automation now? There. Okay, let's get rid of you. I'll put automation there or something. Which will be fine. I don't really know what you mean, Max. As in, why would I pump any gas out at all? repair these, please. Okay, and I can come back to this later. Doesn't all need to be done now. That'll be my gas output, and you can be active if above that. Just leave it there. Could do. I've got the option then though, Max. If I put a pump in now, I've got the option. If I don't put a pump in and I later want it, I don't have the option. I have to crack into it. It'll be a ball ache. And for the sake of whacking a pump in, I don't know why you'd advise me not to do it. Like, it's just a fail-safe, isn't it? It's something I can potentially use if I want. If not, no harm done. What's your problem? Get off my jock. Let's get rid of all that shit. Beautiful. I might as well finish this ladder off just so it looks pretty on this side. And then we'll seal this up. And then we just need to start pumping in some liquid. Oh, my pipe's dying. Have I got no place for igneous rock? I bet this is full, isn't it? Oh no. Why are they not sweeping again? I don't understand. Sweep this. Thank you. True, but you should not have fail-safes. What do you mean? What sort of stupid thing is that for you to say? You're a fucking Dutchman! Imagine if you didn't have a thumb to jam in that dike. That's a fail-safe. If the dam shall break, we'll jam a thumb in it. Right, that can be done, that can be done. Hopefully nobody gets trapped. If they do, it's their own fault, and they've got a new home. Oh shit, we've got some scalded people still, I forgot about that. Let's check our vitals whilst I think on. Oh Jesus. Oh no, Travaldo. Bert. Oh Jesus, what happened? I know what happened, I did it. Travaldo. Bert. Who else? Rowan and Ashcan? Oh Jesus. There's Ashcan and there's Rowan. Okay, beautiful. Get them healed up. Please don't get trapped inside. Please, please leave. Just leave. Okay. So you're going to be disabled by automation, aren't you? Beautiful. So now if we get you, you're all plumbed in. You should be all ready to go. Oh no. Missed one little bit of pipe here. That's fine. We'll knock off you. Oh. Jesus Christ. Do that. And we'll get rid of all these derpy ladders as well, because I think we're done with those. Can all go. Finally dig out this shit as well. I don't know why that's still there. Cool. Very good. So that's sealed as it can be. Cool. Let's toggle this on, see what happens. Hopefully I won't pick up any oil. If I do, fuck my life. Got 43 tons of water in there at the minute. I'm just going to let this start priming a little bit first. Let me give my tubes some stuff to do as well. So for example, let's dig out all this and some of this as well. Yeah, get rid of this. All this crap. This is all going to be my crap. We'll let this chlorine down, we'll dig out all you.